Hey, this is Carl from Small Biz Thoughts with another SOP video for managed service providers. Today I want to talk about your CRM. First of all, do you have a CRM? And if so, are you actually using it? You know, it's interesting, in the world of technology, we have been dealing with customer relationship management tools like ACT since day one. In fact, many people out there are ACT professionals. They are certified. They've been putting it in place for many, many years. It's what they do. It's what they know. It's what they use. I hope, if you're an ACT consultant, that you're using ACT within your own business. Most people in the small end of IT consulting don't really manage their clients very well. When you look at something like Salesforce.com, it can be overwhelming. It's like the control panel of a 747 or the space shuttle, and you just don't know where to start or how to use it effectively. There's a steep learning curve. Now, there are other lower end things. The Sugar CRM is one example. Pipedrive is another one that allow you to put in your contacts and then just manage a couple of things. Most of us don't have the kinds of high-level needs that a multi-million-dollar company with 50 salespeople need. We don't need to coordinate all that because there's one salesperson and it's probably the owner. So you should have something. Now, the good news is there's lots of good news on this front. First of all, lots of low-end systems like Pipedrive and Sugar CRM have entered into the market. But also, almost everybody who has a PSA has a PSA with a module that can be used for CRM. Some of them are better than others, so you have to figure out what you need it to do and make sure that you're using it. But at a minimum, you should be managing your contacts. So out there in the big world, you've got sales going on. You've got sales campaign, marketing campaigns. You need to be able to know how many times your company, your campaigns, have touched a specific prospect out in the world. It might be that you went after attorneys, and so you got a big list of attorneys, and you hit that 3 times last year. And then you got a list of businesses with 6 to 10 employees, and you hit that 3 times last year. Well, if you got an attorney who fits onto that list, then they may have been hit more than once. Do you know that? Have you actually kept track of that? I know this takes some effort, but if you have ongoing marketing and sales activities, and you should, then you need to know whether or not somebody has actually been touched by your marketing. One of the things that you need to look at is how well people think they know your company. And believe it or not, people can think they know your company because they've actually read through your marketing materials, even if they never reply, they don't answer their phone, they don't sign up for your newsletter, they don't follow up with you, even if you try to follow up with them, but they know who you are. So believe it or not, outbound marketing involves having relationships that are one way, but the client feels like they're two-way. One of the things that's kind of freaky about human beings is we feel like we know people that we get information from a lot. A perfect example is if you have a YouTube channel that you go to for your hobby or for a specific piece of your business, and you always go and you watch whatever new videos they come out with, you begin to feel like you know those people and that you can trust them. It's the same way with newsletters, and believe it or not, it's the same way with your mailings. So when you look at your CRM, you should know how many times you've tried to contact somebody, because you'll never know how many times you actually got through. So you should be managing that, and you should be able to have a conversation and say, hey, you know, I see that you've received several mailings from us. Would you like to have a conversation about a network audit or whatever it might be? It's also okay to literally start a conversation by saying, many of you have seen in our past mailings that we do a lot of work with disaster recovery and preparing for ransomware. Would you like to have a conversation with us? And some of them are going to realize, oh yeah, this is the one who kept sending me that information about ransomware. And they're going to make that connection. Ideally, you need to collect as much information as you can about each prospect so that you can focus on them again and again and again, because you don't know how many people think they have a relationship with you, even though you think they're just ignoring you. Remember, one of the sad truths of life is silence means nothing. So you send things to people again and again and again and you get no response and you think that means something. It doesn't. It might be that whatever's going on there, they're just happy collecting information from you, and someday they'll be willing to engage. But you can't throw them away and write them off simply because you didn't take the effort to put them into a customer relationship management system. For Small Biz Thoughts, this is Carl Polachuk wishing you the best of luck in your managed service business.